Hi. Wow. Wow. So I'm seeing a crown. Sorry. This is the first time I'm testing out my live here. So once you join, please click the like button. To the left up top, I'm seeing top fans. So I suppose top fans will go there. I'm testing out this live, guys. I'm testing it out. And to the right top of my screen, I'm seeing US dollars. I suppose persons can gift me during this live if they choose to. Anyway, I have natural hair and I'm about to corner my hair. I shampooed it. Today's what, Sunday? I shampooed it 2 days ago and I've done nothing with it since, more than I had it in one. In April of this year, in April of this year, I was going through a really low period mentally. I live in England. I live here without family or friends as such. As in, I don't have a single close friend here. And I have my son. He's now 18 months old. By the way, he's sleeping, so I won't be speaking too loudly because, of course, I don't want to wake him so that I can finish doing what I'm doing here. So, yeah, so as I was about to corner my hair, I thought, why not come and test my YouTube live since I am newly monetized? Thank you so much, guys. I thank you so much for watching my videos, for liking my videos, for sharing my videos, and especially I enjoy interacting with all of you in the comment section. As soon as I get a break, as soon as I get some time, that's the first place, or I should say, one of the first places I head is in the comment section. Yes, as I'm here and I'm about to, as and as I'm about to do my hair, I thought, what can I speak about? I remember the Disney trip. Well, I remember parts of the Disney trip. I believe I was about 15 years old or 14 years old at the time. And and the principal announced that there would have been a Disney trip. I don't know, for some reason. Hi. Hello, Mikhail. For some reason, I assumed that my dad wasn't able to afford the trip. My mother also works, but at the time my dad was the main breadwinner. He lived abroad. So I'm not sure if I overheard a conversation and assumed he couldn't have afforded it, or just as a child being considerate, I thought maybe my parents would not have been able to afford the Disney trip. So that year I didn't say a word to my mother nor my father. I waited until the trip was past, you know, just in passing or in jest. I believe I said it to my mother. And then when my dad phoned, hi Mikhail, I'm doing well, and how are you? I'm just here seeking company to get my hair corner as quickly as possible. In April of this year, I cut most of my hair off. I was in a really low mood. And as women do at times, I decided to do the big chop. Well, not all of it, but a lot of it. And it's regrowing where I can now corner my hair if I wish to. Guys, thank you for joining. As you come in, please to touch the like button. As you join, please to touch the like button. Yes, as I said, this was during high school in Jamaica. And for some reason, I thought my father wasn't able to afford. Hi, Hazel. And for some reason, I thought my dad wasn't able to afford the Disney trip. And so I didn't tell my mom nor my dad. I'm well, thank you, Hazel. How are you? Or Haza? I'm not sure how you pronounce it. And yeah, and when it passed, I told my mom and my dad. And my dad was a bit upset because he was thinking, why would you wait until the trip passed for you to tell me that there was a Disney trip? He was upset with me. And I was mad with him also because I'm thinking that I was looking out for you. I thought you couldn't afford it. He was like, you don't know my pockets. You should tell me. Anyway, every that year, every student got a 10 years visa. And they all went. They all went. So the next year, the following year, I was excited. I'm like, okay, this year is my chance because if you're from Jamaica and you only have Jamaican citizenship, once you don't have US citizenship, then we need a visa to travel to the States and many other places, right? So I said, all right, so this year is my year, and I will go to the embassy. I will receive my 10 years American visa so that I can travel yearly and everything will be okay. I'll go and see my dad. That year when we went, every single one of us, we only got one entry. For those of you who aren't aware, it means exactly what it says. We could only travel to America on that visa once. Fly there once, return, that was it. We'd have to pay money again, go there again for another appointment, another interview, and see if they're willing to give it to us. Hi, hi Manzor, hi Michael. Yes, anyway, I was not a bit. I was a lot disappointed, but I'm saying, okay, all's not lost. At least I would have, at least I was still getting the opportunity to go to Disney World. As a teen, as a child, we've always wanted to. Anyway, I don't know what happened. I have a very strong immune system. So does my mom, so does my dad, right? I think it's merely genetics. Yeah, I think so. But for some reason, when I tell you I was so sick, it will all come good. I hope so, Michael. Thank you. When I got, to, where did we go? Orlando in Florida. When I got to there, when I'm telling you I was so ill, and the teachers who should have been looking out for me, guess what? They paid their money and they wanted to enjoy their Disney World trip. They just left me on the bus. Nothing to eat, nothing to drink. They simply left me on the bus. That bus driver, I'll never forget him. I'll never forget that bus driver, hopefully as long as I live. It was the driver who went and he got tea for me. I think it was mint tea. The driver went and got mint tea for me. They left me with this man, this strange man, alone on the bus. And I was very unwell, unusually unwell. And I'm not accustomed to being sick from I was a child. So whenever I do get ill, it's a very strange experience for me. The teachers left me on the bus with this strange man, and he was the one who went and he got mint tea for me. He went and he got soup for me, all sort of mints. He got tablets for me. The driver, the driver, guys, was the one who was actually looking out for me. They left me on the bus. I still can't believe it. At 42 years old, and I was 14 or 15, they left me with a strange man and went to enjoy themselves, right? And then when they returned, we went back to the hotel. I showered, I slept it off, I felt much better. But that man, I'm telling you, I will never forget him. But we had a really good time. I had a really good time. Well, only for a day. Yeah, only for a day I had a good time because I was just feeling so low and so ill, so ill. All right, you know what? I think I want to talk about cutting off my hair in April. As women, for those of you who are women or you are familiar with women hormones and so on, right? So I had a fertility related issue because I now have an 18 months old baby. Oh yes, Michael, you were so sweet. I have an 18 months I have an 18 months old son, right? But I have this hormone related issue where I feel suddenly overwhelmed or I feel suddenly happy. And no, it's not a personality disorder, it's a hormone. It's the hormones that causes it. And it's when I tell you it's sudden, it is so sudden and it's a really deep feeling. So in April of this year, I had that feeling and I thought, you know what? I think if I cut my hair, it will relieve just some of, I don't know, I can't explain it, but for women, somehow whenever we cut our hair, we feel relieved. Yes, we do. We feel a sense of relief, you know? And I did it. And I did feel a sense of relief. Have have I regretted it? Some days when I want to catch my hair in one hair. In a bun, some days. But yes, it certainly releases the pressure because when I did it, I felt light, and I'm like, what's the science behind the women cutting their hair? So I'm wondering if trauma and stuff like that is stored in our hair. Because what is it behind it? As soon as we do it, we feel this instant relief. You're correct, we do. Yeah, we feel this instant relief, I'm telling you. Whoa, goodness. Yes, I'm here, guys. Just trying to hurry and get these few corners in before my son wakes. I have clothing to fold. I have another set of laundry to do. I have to pack away his toys for the seventh time. This stage, this stage of parenting, please send help. Send help for this stage of parenting. I'm telling you. Wow. Let's see how quickly we can go. Living here in England, I love the summer. What I don't like about it though are the flies. And where I live in a loft. So let me see. One, two, three, four. Where I live in a loft, right? It's quite bright. It's quite bright. But there are only four windows that can actually open. And those four windows are exactly where the kitchenette is. I can close the windows, but then if I close the windows, it means that I would have to turn the AC on, and then that is a hybrid, right? So yeah, that's the thing about it. That is the thing about it. When was it? I think it, or was it yesterday? It rained, and I couldn't help but think, where am I from? I am from Jamaica, Michael. So yesterday it rained, and I couldn't help but think, like, whoa, when I'm in Jamaica and it rains, it's a very cozy, happy, warm kind of vibe, and you either want to play in the rain, you want to sit on your veranda or your porch or your balcony and just watch it fall, or you're in the house and you're watching the raindrops trickle down the window, you know. But I don't know, for some reason, being here when it rains, I feel I don't want to say depressed because that is an extreme word, but I feel really low and I'm trying to figure out what is it. I don't get it. Is it the atmosphere? Because in Jamaica it's raining. You can smell the rain. You can smell the earth as it wet, you know, as you can smell the earth as the rainwater touches it. It's strange, I'm telling you. I don't know if it's because I came here at almost 40. I was in my late 30s and I'm now 42. So maybe that's also a part of it. Michael, love it when the place always wanted. Oh, love it. Oh, love it. Love the place. Always wanted to visit. That's my sort of vibes, Jamaica. You should definitely visit, Michael. You'll certainly enjoy it. And when you go, I assume you'll be staying at a resort. But it would be nice if you could mix with the locals safely. It would be nice because being on the resort, I mean, resorts are kind of similar all over the world, right? But it's mixing with the locals, experiencing them, the vibe, the music, you know, the dancing, the food, the mannerisms, the friendliness, the warmth. Yeah. You would literally have to immerse yourself into that. And I'm not saying that you can't get that partly at the hotel because since their entertainment team are Jamaicans. Yeah, they are. But it's just much better exploring Jamaica safely. Of course. Safely, Michael. Safely, safely. Yes, as I sit here now looking through the window, yeah, it's so overcast, you know. It's so overcast. And at times I wonder because I have family living in America and also in Canada. For the ones living in Canada, they enjoy it in the sense that although it's much colder than here for a much longer time, they have sunshine. That's the difference. They have sunshine. And I guess especially for melanated people, we need, we don't want, we need the vitamin D to lift our moods, to give us energy. Yeah, we're almost there. I'm trying to go as quickly as I possibly can because I have lots to do. I have lots to do, or so I think. It's not that neat, but hey, it's getting done. It's getting done. Michael, yes, that's what I'm saying. Some good music, good girl, and big zoot heaven. What do you mean by big zoot? What do you mean by that, Michael? Hmm, this is not so bad after all. I think it's a little improved from the last time I attempted it because my hair is so short now. I was expressing earlier that in April I was experiencing really low moods, you know, really low moods. I'm hormonally imbalanced, so it causes that. Apart from that, being a woman, and every week we go through different cycles. Every week. So this week we'll be really happy. The following week we're probably feeling kind of neutral. Another week we're probably angry. Another week we're probably sad. I'm like, whoa, how do men cope? And this is why men, if you are married or well, not only being married, once you date women, then I think it would be in your best interest to kind of understand, read, you know, listen to podcasts and stuff like that to understand a little bit of what women go through. Because at times when you see us being moody or and you're thinking it's you, it's not necessarily you. It's just phases that we go through every month, very different phases. And at times it is sudden. So at times we get quiet or we seem miserable, we ourselves are trying to figure out like what's happening, why did my mood change? You didn't necessarily do or say anything, it's just the hormones raging throughout our bodies. But for me, though, when I feel that way, it's not like I argue with anyone or I get miserable. I get quiet. And not everyone can deal with quiet. Michael, I've got to nip. I've got to. Oh, I've got to nip off. Hope you have a blessed day. Thank you, Michael, and same to you. Thank you so much. We're almost there. Yes, so I recently monetized this channel with your help, of course. All of you who've watched me, shared my videos, liked my videos, left your comments. I especially enjoy interacting with you in the comment section. And for now, it's quite manageable. So daily, I go through and I respond to as many as I possibly can. Why? Your time is valuable. You could have been giving your time to anyone else, and you chose to give me some of your time, and for that, I appreciate it. So, I show my appreciation by responding. It's the least I can do, right? Yeah, it's the least I can do. What I would like to start doing come this week, I'm going to try and map out different days. Like, okay, like so one day I'll do stretching. I want to start exercising again. So one day I'll do stretching, yoga. Another day I'll probably do Tai Chi. And when I had my son Levi, I had ordered two 5 kilogram dumbbells, which are right here. Can I reach it? Uh oh. This is one. I had ordered two of these, so I'm going to start doing weightlifting. Where did my comb go? Uh oh. Sorry, I'm stretching. Yeah, so I'm going to start doing weightlifting because now my arms are fat. I remember when I had really skinny arms, and I would say to my mother, why are my arms so skinny? Why can't I get a bit of fat on my arms? No. One, one, one hand, two hand. See that? One, two. And this started happening 6 months after giving birth. 6 months. If you saw me when I was pregnant, up to 6 months after giving birth, I was still neat. I was really still neat. It was only, no, I should have said seventh, in the 7th month. It was when my son stopped feeding from me directly. That is when I started putting on the baby weight, as they call it. Yeah, because naturally I'm a skinny girl. I'm naturally a skinny girl. And you know, I don't want to go back to being skinny, but this is too much. Fat, fat, fat. Too much. I'm not accustomed to it. And I'm not saying anything is wrong with fat. I'm saying I am not accustomed to it on my body. It makes me feel a bit heavier and a bit sluggish. Yeah, get in there. can I can I tell you? Right before I clicked on live, I almost chickened out. I'm like, no, I can't do this. I can't. I almost chickened out and didn't bother. And I said, well, just go for it. Just go for it, you know? Just thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for helping me monetize my channel. It was only, when did I start taking this channel seriously? I started a year back and then I fell off. And then, was it in June? And then in June, right? Because at the moment, Facebook is my main page. Same name, Dove London. But what happened is that I ended up posting something I shouldn't have posted without me realizing I shouldn't have posted it. And so because of it, I got a slight restriction. I am still monetized on Facebook, yes. But it made me think that, what would have happened if they had taken away the page? I would not have had a creative outlet. So I decided, you know what? It's best I start. It's best I start diversifying, and so I brought the videos there, mainly interaction videos. I also do lifestyle videos. So I've decided to take them from Facebook and put them on YouTube because I enjoy this, you know, especially in my low moments, my sad moments. I'm here without family. It's me and my baby. Yeah. Apart from my son making videos, yeah, it makes me happy. I enjoy it. So thank you for helping me to monetize my channel. And just for transparency, it's not much. I've been monetized 2 weeks now on YouTube, and when I looked this morning, I saw £20. I'm like, it's not much, but it's a start. I'm like, £20 can buy fruits, it can buy vegetables. Yeah, I'm grateful to know that I'm doing something that I enjoy and then I'm going to be getting paid to do it. So with consistency, I know it will improve. And that's the thing, guys. If you want to do social media, even if you feel afraid, feel the fear and do it anyway. It's like me now. Right before I clicked live, I almost didn't. And I'm like, no, just do it. I'm like, and I'm thinking, but I don't have any topic to talk about. I'm like, no, just do it. The more you do it, is the more you'll improve. You have 80-year-olds doing YouTube. You can do it also. You can do it also. Even if you're not thinking to earn from it, you can do it as a hobby. You know, you can do it as a hobby. For me, I want to be doing more lives because I want it to help me with public speaking. Apart from that, I find that I'm losing words because I don't speak to people much, and that's bad, right? The memory is a muscle, the mind is a muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it. I don't speak to a lot of people. Even on my phone, not many persons have my phone number. And for the ones who do, they mainly voice note. Hello there, AVS. They mainly voice note, and I reply most times via text. And I'm thinking that's not good. I was on the road recently. I was recording a video, and I found myself, I kept saying interesting many times, and it didn't sound right. I'm like, why is it the word didn't sound right? I'm like, huh, because I don't talk enough. It sounds weird, but it's true. I mainly speak to my baby, who at the moment isn't able to respond accordingly. So yeah, so I need to do this more. It will help me with public speaking. Plus I have a stutter, so it makes me a little bit self-conscious. So as I'm talking, I'm thinking, okay, breathe, breathe. Can I have a shout out? Hi Kylie or Kyle. Hi Kylie. Matthew. Hi there, Matthew. I'm just here braiding my hair and doing a bit of a chit chat. Oh, we're almost there. My arms are tired. We're almost there. We're almost there. Uh, this is where we get fed up and start thinking we shouldn't have done it. If you're seeing any white in my hair, white stuff, it's not fluff. It's some white gel that I put in my hair yesterday. Yeah. And another thing is, if you know something, even if you know a little bit of it, share it with those that you know. Share it with those that you know. Where I live, at the moment, I live in a shared house. And I've decided, okay, I know a little bit about YouTube, I know a little bit about Facebook. Why not share it with the ladies? And so last week, I did my first workshop here. And guess what? Now they are saying that with the little knowledge I have, that I can actually get people to pay at least £30 or whatever to come, and I can help them learn how to do basic editing, some basic things as doing a thumbnail. You have people 35 and over, 40 and over, they aren't aware how to do it. A basic thing as making a banner, a basic thing as updating a name and stuff like that, putting on their description in YouTube. They aren't aware how to do it. And editing is so important. It doesn't matter if you know a little bit, but you need to know some editing if you're going to be doing any social media. Otherwise, you're going to be paying persons for it, or it's going to be looking really, what's the word I'm looking for? It won't have any cohesiveness. It will be choppy, it will be choppy. You need to know how to let it flow, to have continuity. I don't know if you're understanding what I'm saying. For those of you who probably don't know much about media and so on. But you understand flow, yes. You understand flow. Yeah, so like basic knowledge. Tell them about monetization, different ways in which they can earn, times to post, what to post, their niche, things like that. And I got cold feet. She was like, listen, you need to create a group and you can do this. Go on events, right? Look and see how they do it, and you can also do it. I'm like, I don't know enough. She said, well, you're here helping us with what you know for free. Oh, I'm getting hot. Hormones. She said, but you're here helping us with what you know for free. So the same way you can teach us what you know for free is the same way you can charge other persons. So I think I'm going to have to just get brave. I think I'm going to have to get brave and take the leap. Yeah, and take the leap. Yesterday also, I was creating a logo for someone, but I was using an app. I'm not tech savvy. I'm nowhere near tech savvy at all, at all, at all. I'm nowhere near tech savvy. So I was using an app to create logo for social media for a lady. After that, I attempted to do it for another lady. I know what the lady said. She said, Dion, you can create logos for people. I'm like, no, I don't know how I use an app. She said, what do you mean? We're in 2025. People are using apps to do what they need to do with it. Make you a moderator. Why do I need a moderator with 3 persons, Matthew? Why do I need a moderator with 3 persons? Yeah, and guess what? Usually I would have said, no, I don't know this enough to charge persons. I simply went on, where did I go? Can't remember. One of those sites when it, no, first I created my flyer. Yeah, I created my flyer. And then I put my flyer on one of those sites advertising it that I do logos. Just like that. You understand? Just like that. So if you have a skill, even if you don't consider it a skill, if you've helped someone with something, it has benefited them, it means you can monetize it. I'm not saying you should go charging your best friends and family and whatever, although if they are your friends and family, then they will be willing to pay. It's for you to tell them no. Yes, I'm not saying that, but you should do it. Just that you're not going to charge like the professionals, but all the professionals started as amateurs. Keep that in mind. All professionals started as amateurs. And this is with an exception for the ones who have a natural innate ability. So for them, they didn't learn this. They were born doing this, you know? They were born doing this. Others of us have to learn it. I hear my son. I was trying not to wake him. Maybe he's turning, let's hope. I was trying to hurry. It seems he was just turning. Because right before I started this, I tried giving him his milk in his sleep, but he didn't want it. We have 2 left. Hey guys, so we're just chit chatting, but really, you're keeping my company. That's what it is. Okay, so Matthew here, remove. I have 2 left. Matthew, don't worry yourself. I will soon learn how to use this well. Okay, Matthew, you're now in timeout. I just saw that. You're being a bad boy. You have 2 left and we're done. Yes, guys, so come this Friday, I will try to teach stuff like that. You know, the persons here. The last time, in the last, well, the first workshop, I made those who were interested, they made videos. They made their own smoothies. So I went out, got the fruits and everything. Fruits, nuts, dates, whatever it is they wanted, you know? And whatever it is I thought they would have wanted to make it. So I got mangoes, strawberries, blueberries, bananas, oranges, oats milk, coconut water, dates, uh, uh, desiccated coconut, shaved almond, uh, grounded or grinded almond, pistachio. I got so many different things because I'm like, just in case they want a variety or whatever, because I don't really know them like that. So I don't know their tasting things. And they really enjoyed it. Hi, Velva, darling. Long time not you. Long time, Velma. I need to get back to it, man. Sometimes when I watch Donna, I see you there commenting and I'm like, look at Velma. Yeah, so never watch Donna over here. I see you commenting. I need to do this more. I think because my problem is it's easier for me to talk in person than to just sit here talking mainly to myself a lot of the times until people come in. But I need to do it. I enjoy it. I enjoy it as a hobby. Apart from my son, social media is the only other thing that makes me happy, as weird as that sound, because I know it can also be a place that makes some people quite sad. But for me, I filter the parts of it that I go to when I want to go there. That's what I do. Yeah. And I watch people that entertain me. Either they entertain me, educate me. Yeah, stuff like that. If I don't want to see someone, I simply block them and move on. Simple. But don't go on people's pages and troll them. It's not nice. Some persons can't manage. Velma, you need to do more lives. Levi's growing up so fast. Yes! He really is growing up so fast. And I have some videos to put to post, Velma. Because most of them, I had put them on Facebook. But don't worry, I'm going to be transferring all my videos here also. Because, it's kind of difficult to do more than one social media and having a baby. Yeah, kind of challenging. But I love it. I was telling them earlier, Velma, that I recently monetized 2 weeks ago. And I'm grateful. 2 weeks ago only I monetized here. Yeah, and when I looked this morning, I saw 20 pounds. I'm like, okay. Fruits and vegetables. Yeah, only 2 weeks ago I monetized. And that's only because I have a restriction at the moment on Facebook. So I'm still monetized there, but I thought to myself, what happened? I thought to myself, what would have happened if they literally took the page away? Should have taken a part of my happiness away. And so that's how I jumped back over here and started uploading videos again. I need to set up proper time though and schedule. Yeah, I need to set up a proper time and schedule because I've also started a new page, a new Facebook page. Just in case anything should happen to the first one, I've started a new Facebook page called Dove Reacts. So just like Dove London, my original Facebook page, I now have another page called Dove Reacts. So it's the three social medias I'm trying to manage. So it's a bit of a challenge at the moment, but I'm up for the challenge. I am up for the challenge. I needed to corner my hair, but I wanted company to do it. You know when you have something to do and you're just not in the mood to do it? That's me today. And the weather here in London, it really affects my mood. It really does. Outside, maybe I look bright to you on the screen, but outside is terribly overcast. Terribly overcast. Thank you, AVS. I appreciate that. Thank you. We're at the last one, guys. The last time I put cornrows in my hair, it had to be much finer than this a few weeks ago because my hair was much shorter. So thank goodness it's regrowing. We are getting there. Ow. I've torn my quip. It's burning. Can you see? It's burning. It's quite windy out now. That's the thing, you're not just planning for stuff here. Uh, you're just not sure about the weather. No wonder people get so excited in the summer when they see a bit of sunshine. But because I'm from the Caribbean, I'm like, wow, they're so excited about sun. But I'm so accustomed to it. I've gotten so much, but I understand. Because otherwise, it's quite dull. Quite dull. Gray skies. Yeah, gray skies. And I understood when I visited Nantucket in Massachusetts, that's where some of my family lives. I understood being there, why they called it there the Grey Lady, and why they refer to it as a part of New England. When I started living here, I was like, oh, now I understand. It's just as gray. The only difference is that there, it's even icier than here, much icier than here in the winter time. And for me, when I'm there, I'm a bit anxious. When it rains, I'm a bit anxious. Because the time when it rains, the sea flows over onto the roads downtown and floods the shops quite a bit. You know, I'm like, how do these people handle this all the time? Yeah, it floods it quite a bit. So when I'm there, I'm scared. Shouldn't say scared, I'm anxious. Because it's an island, so you can get off the island by boat, by plane. Yeah, it's an island. And at times you want to leave, and there are certain things they have to go off island to do, like their major grocery shopping. I'm like, could I handle this? I don't know if I could have handled that. Yeah, I don't know. But it's safe. It's one of the safest places I've ever been. You won't go there and hear about stabbing or shooting or anything like that. From what I understand is the most work the police have to do on Nantucket is persons who what is it again? DUI, yeah, or persons leaving the club and they're on the curb and they're bent over and they've thrown up things like that. People being rowdy, things like that. They mainly have to deal with. I think just in the last few years it's changed a little bit because different people have moved onto the island. But yeah, people would just leave their houses open there like all the time. I remember when I was there, the first time I went there, and my aunt said they were going to the supermarket, and I noticed that she didn't close the door. We left the house into the van, and I'm like, "You're leaving the house open." She's like, "It's safe. Nobody will go into the house." I'm like, "What? You live somewhere where no one will go into your house. You can leave it wide open. No one will go in." She said, "Yeah, it's quite safe." I'm like, "Wow." Yeah, wow. So for that, I would have lived there for that reason. But for me, being there after 2 weeks, I get bored also. Yeah, I do. And I don't get bored easily. But the place is kind of, to me, is kind of like eerily quiet. So in the evening time, when everyone is in, I would go in my aunt's hammock. Sometimes it could be 1 a.m. in the morning. I remember once it was raining, 1:30 in the morning, and I was in the hammock and I started running around the yard like a little kid in a candy store. I was so happy, and I put my face to the sky and just feeling the raindrops on me. Raindrops are falling on my head. Dum, da-dum, da-dum. Dun, dun, da, dun, da, dun, da, dun, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Raindrops are falling on my drops are falling. Oh, you're my doves now. You're my doves. I thank you. My hair is done. Do you like it? It's simple, but it's done. Thank you so very much for keeping my company. This is my first live in a very long time. Hold on. Yeah, this is my first live in a very long time. Yes, Velma. Raindrops are falling on my head. And my live is new now. I'm seeing a section where it has top fans. So if I touch on this, I'll thank my top fans, Michael, Haza or Haza, Velma. You are my three, wow, first, second, and third top fans for this live. Thank you so much for joining. And then to the top right, for persons who want to gift me like another time, but it's interesting. I'm just looking at the, should I call it an interface? It's interesting what I'm seeing, what's on it now. Yeah, I'll be here more. Velma, everyone else who's joined, thank you so very much. I think I'm going to start trying to find topics or stuff like that to talk about. Well, thank you for joining. Thank you for keeping me company. I really didn't want to do it. I'm kind of in a little bit of a low mood because for me, whenever the sky is dull, my mood is dull and I have things to do, right? Thank you for joining. I'm Dion. My platform is Dove London. Velma, good when you can do your own here. No, it's true, Velma. Saves us a lot. Time and money. You don't have to go anywhere. And even for the ones who do house calls, yeah, it saves you money, right? But there are much more things that I want to learn to do with my hair, and so I will be practicing here. Thank you guys for joining today. I'm Dion. My platform is Dove London. And until next time, the journey continues. Bye, guys. I'm not seeing where to end it. My goodness. Everything on this has changed so much. Let's see if I press here. Bye, guys. Okay, there we go.